Yeah. I gotta try and get through the main storyline quest Ultima weapon here by the 18th on stream, and just so much to do. But also, Kitty, if you ever want to have me play through a game that I started at some point, or you've even requested in the past, by all means, you can request it again. There's an event quest that's currently available that goes away on the 18th of October, and I want to be able to do that event quest. Yes, the car. Thus, the deadline. I've already got the level. It's just I gotta do the main storyline quests. As you can see, I'm already level 55, so I'm above the required level. Show me something I will never forget. So it's rare to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It's even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellows, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish to not conduct field observations but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hasaka, a student of mine, monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer point of crystal harvesting. But it's like, I already have the car over on my main. It's just, I'd like to actually be able to capture it and have it done on this character. And then I gotta figure out some appropriate punishment for if I don't finish Legend of Dragoon in time, because I said we'd beat it this month. But I think I overextended myself with everything. Because I didn't quite get to where I wanted to have been last night. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. Yeah, take a look at this pot. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Libertine, you thieving knave. I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you? Well. I guess I'm not calling for the gods. Then you must have sought me out per his instructions, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations at last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Trying very hard to contain his excitement and is failing miserably. Oh, frabjous day, though I should be chosen to guide this woman, yes, I, Hasaka, greatest of Professor Lambert's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. I cannot keep an accent or voice going correctly for the life of me. I really need to get better at it. I really want to get better at it. It's actually something, since it was mentioned to put that as one of the loyalty rewards, something I really wanted to get better at. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with the bounty of a sublime specimens. But something tells me that you, not but a perfect piece, will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must descend to the deepest depths amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the larger crystal, place it within this watered pot, and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is a treacherous and terrifying one, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Or because of my high level, I'll just kind of ride in and no one will give a shit. Because one of the things I do while working, since I can do basically anything mindlessly that doesn't really require communication. I usually do the daily, I come and log in and do the leveling roulette. My original plan had been if I'd gotten the PS3 version of Lightning Returns to work, I would have gone over, and after several hours of playing, I was swapped over to Legends Dragoon to try and get up to where I'd wanted to be for the day, but then the sound on the well, it wasn't really the sound on the PS3 because sound from other games worked fine. It was just Lightning Returns. I was just like, nope, I don't want to have sound. So we're just going to hit it with a hammer. Hit this corrupted explosive crystal with a hammer and see what happens. And then pick up the pieces and put it into a pot. You would generally think that something that's that reactive and that potentially dangerous, you wouldn't want to hit it with a hammer. There'd probably be some other process by which you'd want to try and collect the material. I mean, in a kind of effect, it's kind of like you're carrying around a little bit of nuclear material. And some of such materials, when just so much as even dropped or hit something, anything, tend to give out violent bursts of radiation. I see you've glumping back. Have you the crystal then? Yes. Though I no longer have your hammer. I kind of left it back there. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Labyrinthine will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Oh, but... Oh, hey, it's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's also my Friday. I've got 8 more hours of work, and then it's my weekend. I forgot all about that. Oh, and Kitty, since I know you don't really use Twitter, um, do you have a write-in that you would like for Final Fantasy Friday? My king's gallicence tells me you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? Yep, we most certainly have. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal, as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Sako. But what is science if not for trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman, you now understand the methods necessary to safely collect the corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Aldasia. You've heard of them, well? Heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You still have a corrupted crystal to find. Knows where I might find what I seek. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Unfortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lunasia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lunasia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lunasia, Pharaoh's Syros, and the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamun's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Ailport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift water pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Get up and stir my dinner. Some macaroni and cheese. Corrupted crystals, ma'am. I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes. If you know other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I got this here pot. Well, I'll be damned. Person did send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm seeing the greatest of the professor's pupils was doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with extensive background in... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Professor, the progress of our research. As an professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Ferroceres is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, as I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wrestling information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. And I went the wrong damn way. I kind of realized it when I spun around as I was falling, that it's like, oh wait, crap. Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Ember, just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umber. Bloody hell's lass. Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death. Death and more death. But I'm the warrior of light. It's what I do. I mean, seriously, if you're the warrior of light, I mean, it's basically what you're supposed to be doing is going into death-defying situations at all times. Whether you much like it or not. Let me just jump over the goddamn railing. The Isles of Umber, what interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Ferroceres, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships, unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Ah. But as I'm thinking about it, I don't think I actually ever finished up the Luzaran storyline. Basically, oh, I know what happened. What went wrong with my playthrough years ago of Lightning Returns. I did a few things and then got sidetracked and then ran out of time. And then I wanted to, in order to reset and keep your stats, apparently you had to beat the final boss, but you weren't going to get good endings, but you at least got to restart with all your stats and go back through everything. and I just got stuck there. Um, so it was actually kind of neat. I saw a bunch of story that I'd seen a little bit of back in the day, but I'd never seen the entirety of it. And I went to the wrong place again. I think when I did my playthrough of it years ago on my own, I think the only one I'd finished was Snow's story. Ah, Illusion, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That that is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Seems to have regained her composure. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings more some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umber is restricted, well, mayhap it's considering too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Fear Cirrus. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to local pubs, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. My name would chat with him, and I said he was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. But you're the one who really wants to go there. I just want an item from there. Why are you sending me? It'd benefit you more than it would me to go talk to him. After he actually calls to me, sings to me, tell Modi I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. Wrong way again. I keep doing that. No, yeah, I need to update. Update what we're playing. What does Skyfriend have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I don't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench, but what was that about a man named Momodio? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Don't give him that feather. Be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Another initiate, are you? No. Then what are you? Speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. Got this golden feather? Now, Buckerman, is that what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say. Where do you say you found it? Skyfern, you say, was hoping to have a word with the lad, but sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Ferocious, he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see. Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You've been looking for passes the Oswald? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of Olmamodia. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gil, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will? Show this freshman to Skipper, and he'll see you there and back. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfriend's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this rite of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I will look forward to hearing the discoveries you make on the Isles of Umber without me. Wait. You're sending me to go do your research. I do not like this plan one bit. Has no desire to journey the Isles of Umber. Fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. There you go. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umber, she bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, I see you've got a rip passage. Alright, then climb aboard. Never mind. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate, and I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Beg your pardon, madam, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I'm going to hand you a pot instead of the writ of passage I got. An old pot. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see you wish to harvest corrupted crystal. Sorry for him, but you may have to return empty-handed. As a simple proposal. The writ Master Momodia gave you may grant access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant massive crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, if it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the graveyard, I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and the cargo, but those queer dead things in that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. You saw them too, right? The dead people just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care. That isn't start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice, that single fleeting voice. I can still hear it. Still stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. This talking and learning voice is disturbingly familiar, as if, but that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Sweating profusely, but if they have returned, that would mean, oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something. Chauncey, I received word that Master Modio would be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew frustrated waiting for this sweet young lass with skin soft as phoenix down to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping you initiated? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk and what wander near the ship graveyard and has stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells, this takes me back to my days as a cannon boy sailing under old Mistbeard. They wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Brazen old biddies. Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down my bones as this day would come, and come it has. I'd bet me bum air siren behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them what's got feathers and lore sailors are watery grave with a sweet, sweet song. Oh, but don't there, no drowns, just the start. See, even in death a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe when drunk, and I'd regret it after. Anyway, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's born hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send her off. You're marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over man as can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us I'm superstitious. Old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so you'd best head over to her to the ship graveyard, initiate. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Beginning to wonder if some sly burger ain't spun us a yarn here. You hear that? It's her. There we go. I'm on. No deal with your charm, Captain. Oh. More people have come to play. You brought friends. There we go. Got that done. That's a lot easier than I remember it being. Hey, I'm alright. I'm better than that. Initiate happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course I'd be happy as a sailor with two whatsits if I would get got the songstress. But we can't have everything, can we? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, Buggerming. I've clean forgot your name. Remind me? Don't don't recall having no initiate by that name, but if you're not Mule Mate or Waspman, I've been so bloody helpful, and never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. I don't know how to pronounce half of what was in that text. You heard it was a siren, but how were you able to resist her song? I see. I'd heard that Master Moody was involved with the first purge, but I never actually. Having survived on a deal like that, I can't blame him for carrying air plugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupt crystal you want, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. We're right back to Elport. Hop in if you like. Oh, it's you. Welcome back. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Well, yeah. I don't think they would have been very happy about me walking up this far in the city if I was not alive. Hunger returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive, very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations. Seldom, if you ever, have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire respected aether. What, you wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice suspected aether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Oh, well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyway, who knows? Anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Knows where I can find what I seek. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice suspected aether. An associate of mine, Gridania, has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Now, what's that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that worded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. His findings suggest that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that's rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyways, not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see me sometime, alright? No. No. Greetings and salutations, I presume. Cena informed me of your adventures in the Alport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though. It's fun of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. As a matter of hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within 12 wood, as precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. How would you explain? You are familiar with the Spriggans, yes, the furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones, but one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12 wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal, and you can't care less about all this, could you? No. To the point, then Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure and have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Same place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion. Outside the Dragon's lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the methods by which you retrieve the Christmas gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. myself to heal up here. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta go back and turn it back. Give him what we just found. It's not like he couldn't, I don't know, come with us and wait just outside the cave and we could just walked up there. No, 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 no. We gotta walk all the way back to him. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed and wait, what is that? My word, that's breathtakingly beautiful, Crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. And I also see you weren't averse to taking through a friggin' interest for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juice is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the word pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with the earth. Son of a... Deliver this to Sid. One of these days, I will finally get a VR set up. Because I'd love to do... There's some VR games I'd love to do. The reason I said that was I was taking a look at what Humble Bundles there were at the moment, and it's like, oh, they've got one up for VR games. Current computer wouldn't really handle VR, but my PlayStation would. Though probably one of the first games I'd do on VR would be the Room VR. All repairs and modifications have been completed. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Well, here you go. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. According to my test, device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal. I mean, we can leave whenever you're ready, but you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure this will work. I think only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance the crystal could trigger a massive... Man, it's better that we just remain positive. I want to thank you for reuniting with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I've forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. We may blow up in the process of this, so I wanted to get that out of the way now. So maybe in the afterlife you'll forgive me.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise.
Karthus.
Engage.
That's not how I imagined that was pronounced.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
Certainly looks more fashionable since some of the things that people wore.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
Oh, that looks like an interesting game. Robin Hood Sherwood Builders.
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
There we go. Now I just gotta wait for this queue to pop and do that thing. Okay. I'm just looking up some stuff on Final Fantasy 13, so that way I can try and plan or see what I want to do when we revisit it here sometime. Because that we will someday. Honestly, not sure when, but like many things, there's something I want to return to. Come on, come on. Ah, it's getting late. Oh, I'm so tired. I really don't have. My mind's kind of just blank at the moment. So it's just kind of like, oh, come on. What did I originally title this street? I don't remember. Are we anywhere closer? No. Haven't even gotten the other DPS, and we're at almost 10 minutes into the queue. No, we're past the 11-minute mark. Oh, they're doing an Alan Wake remastered? Well, I wouldn't be able to get it for a while, but would that be something you guys would be interested in? I was just talking with Kitty about the Alan Wake universe here earlier. Looks like still waiting to see if any of the room Lego ideas go anywhere. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12 Reserve, she's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Motion kobold prisoners, but why would the XL bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon those should revere me, for I am the wind. You would not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the feathered ones. We shall, as an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave her the XO to us. You will keep them distracted. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail. Remember, you fight for the science, for Eorzea. This one would die by my own hand. Come, then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Usually you fight her away from the stone pillars because you kind of need those. Healer dealt too much damage, I feel like. They're so low and short on mana, it's not even funny. No, 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 no! What? How in the hells? This is my room. You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly think you could defy a god, landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion. They have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. of course, worship. As long as they still keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next, the walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. Yeah, your buddies tried to do this too, and it didn't work so well for them either. Now we got 6 out of 6. What are you? What have you done to me? Yeah. Ah. No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. You say that, but
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've
I
done
don't know. I don't know.
Ah!
Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well, for one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
I didn't realize he was shooting from a gun on his wrist.
Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
O Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need!
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to. No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
"12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?"
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Well, that was an experience I'd rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Illusion. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw. But I'm sure I was mistaken. Times of great stress. The evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Okay, and that's where we'll stop for tonight. Don't know when we'll get back to this, but we'll get back to this here. I mean, at least minimum Friday. After we finish whatever Final Fantasy game we'll be playing that night for a couple hours. Till then, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.